Let's talk a little bit more about speaking and debate with Twinkle Trials. And first of all, let's talk about Twinkle Trials 1. Twinkle Trials 1 is a completely unique book. Students will not have a chance to study a book like this anywhere else. In this book, students will discuss the outcome of various fantasy court cases involving fairy tale characters and characters from movies and pop culture. Each trial lasts 4 weeks. In the first week, students read the trial like a play. They'll pretend to be a character and read out the entire dialogue, and it's often very funny and enjoyable for the students to read. In the next week, students discuss the trial further and are introduced to new vocabulary. And this vocabulary often pertains to court cases and detective trials. Students will learn words like witness, testimony, and judge to help them understand this book better and run their debates more effectively. Students will also write notes on each character. They'll take notes on characters' motivations, any holes in their arguments, and any hidden motives that they might have. In this way, this book is geared perfectly towards encouraging critical thinking, asking students to think, is that true? Is that true what they're saying? Or why would that person be saying that to me? Discussion questions also push students to think more about logic and reasoning as they're working through this book. In the third week, students will plan their debate. They're provided with a debate planner that encourages them to write in the ARE format. They must write their assertion, their reasoning, and their evidence, making sure to use examples from the trial to back up their arguments. In the final week of the trial, the students will debate. The form of the debate might change depending on the teacher, the class, or the particular trial that they are studying. Sometimes the students might run a standard debate where two sides debate with opposing arguments. Sometimes the teacher will put on a mock trial in which students actually play different court case characters. For example, one student might pretend to be the judge, one might pretend to be a witness, or the defendant. In this way, this book is very flexible, allowing for a variety of different classroom activities. The teacher is able to mold the final debate lesson to their students' particular needs. But most importantly, students are spending a lot of time speaking and enjoying themselves in the Twinkle Trials class. So let's take the first case, for example. Case 1 is called The Big Bad Wolf versus the Three Little Pigs. Can we trust anyone? The case begins with the character list, and then we start reading. So as you can see, the trial is written like a dialogue, almost like a play. The students will be assigned each character, and they'll read out pretending to be each character during the class. The trials are usually about 3 or 4 pages long, giving students a lot of chance to practice reading aloud and enjoying the trial. Now, in the following week, students will address this page, which has helpful vocabulary and discussion questions. Now, the vocabulary is mostly related to trials and court cases. So they'll learn words like reliability, how much can you trust someone, inconsistent, when a character's story doesn't make any sense. These are the words that they'll be using in their own debate, helping to strengthen their understanding and use of the word. Then we have the discussion questions, and these are really used to get kids thinking more deeply about characters and their motivations. For example, the first question here says, do you think the Big Bad Wolf is telling the truth about why he went to the pig's house? Why or why not? And the third question says, why would someone choose to lie in court? What would they gain? So here you can see that students are asked to consistently use their logic, to think deeply about the characters in the story and not just passively read and enjoy it. Then in the next week, we have the character note page, where students have to write down information about the characters and their main arguments. And there's a box for every single character where students can write down any information that they think is going to be pertinent to their debate. And finally, it's time to plan the debate. The students can use this debate structure here to logically plan out their ARE format, making sure to write their assertions, their reasoning, and, of course, their evidence. And it's this page that students will refer to when they're hosting their debate. So So while the students are speaking, explaining their argument to the class, they can refer to their information here to make sure that they know exactly what they're saying.